All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here, son. Happy to be here.
Welcome back to Eat Up With It, guys. I have another guest again. Joe's still out. He'll be in here eventually, one of these days, hopefully. But this is Ray. Ray, appreciate you being here, brother.
Son, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
happy
son.
to be here.
Son, since I did it for Aaron, go ahead and give yourself a little plug on the Twitch.
Well, son, listen, if y'all ever watch Twitch or like gaming, come by, swing by my channel, check it out. Twitch.tv/SquanchDaddyRay. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it a lot.
There you go, son. So what kind of games do you play? I know Aaron said he plays he doesn't play shooters hardly at all anymore.
Yeah, no, dude, ever since he switched to PC, he's barely played any.
Yeah, now are you on PC or Xbox?
I'm on PC.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but I typically switch back and forth and stuff. Like if Tev wants to play Siege, I'll hop on Xbox with Tev.
Yeah.
But I'll play stuff like Minecraft, Valorant, Siege. I've been playing Call of Duty. Like I first started playing Call of Duty again a few days ago. And
the
then,
new
Call of Duty.
Call of
yes.
Duty.
Yes. Modern Warfare 3.
Nice.
Yeah, and mainly Minecraft and stuff. Can't go wrong with Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, dude, Minecraft is I'm pretty sure is the most played game ever.
Yeah. It's up there.
Yeah, for good reason.
For good
Minecraft
reason.
is the
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you
I gotta bleep that. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot, dude. We're on a walk with Jesus for the first 10 minutes. Otherwise, we get age restricted or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So you play? What do you play mainly?
Mainly Minecraft here recently. Man, I've been on that hardcore grind.
Bro, I always used to love whenever we would have those Minecraft servers,
mm-hmm.
and we would all get a house. Like everybody would have their own plot of land or whatever.
Yeah, but it'd be close.
But it would be close, just out of sight.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't take 30 seconds to run over to each other's places.
No.
And then me and Aaron would have our own little thing, and I would pretty much pick off you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not that good at the game.
No, you're still learning though.
Yeah, I was still learning. Excuse me. And but the funniest thing ever was watching you. You would create a homestead near us,
mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you just wouldn't be there anymore because you were 1,200 blocks away, making some kind of giant castle into the side of a mountain.
I knew that's what you was bringing up, bro.
Yeah, dude. We'd just look up and we'd be like, "Where's Ray at? We haven't seen Ray in 3 hours." And we'd go to your place and you'd have a portal or something down there, and you'd be 12,000 blocks away. And be like, man, I just found this biome. I thought it'd be cool.
I mean, it was cool.
Well, it actually is pretty cool because if you had the base camp is like a base camp.
Yeah.
And then everybody had portals going to wherever they wanted. That's actually a pretty dope idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Because especially in the Nether, bro, in the Nether, 1 block is 8 blocks in the overworld. So it wouldn't take no time to get there.
No time.
No
time. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Dude, I'd like to play some Minecraft again, man. That game's fun. I've not played Xbox in a long time, man.
I mean, you're a busy man. You're a busy man.
I guess,
you got a lot going on.
I guess. I just don't really... I don't know if I don't have the attention span for it anymore or what. My Xbox is literally hooked up in Mom's room right now so she can watch more things than Netflix, and there's one other thing. Dude, have you ever heard of a TV that lets you download apps but only certain apps? It's a smart TV without being a smart TV.
I can't say that I have.
Bro, she can download Netflix and maybe Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
But she can't download anything else.
Not Hulu, YouTube,
nah.
HBO Max.
Nope.
What?
Can't have it. It's a smart TV. You can get on the internet. Can't download those apps though.
Explain.
I just did. I don't understand. But yeah, so my Xbox is literally hooked up in her room.
That's crazy.
So she can watch stuff online because I just don't play anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, understandable. I mean, we all get like that, especially, if you're watching and you're a gamer, you play for so long and then you hit that point in time. Every once in a while, I'm like, man, I just don't feel it no more.
You fall dead on it.
You fall dead, yeah.
You just I don't want to.
Because it's the same thing every single time.
But the excitement of whenever you're in it,
you're
in it.
No,
you're
in it.
You
could go. How many times have we set up? Start gaming around 8 or 9 and stay up to 4 or 5 in the morning, bro.
Dude.
How many times have we done
Especially whenever we were a little younger.
Yes.
A lot.
Stuff from Halo Reach, Black Ops 2 Zombies.
Oh my god.
Son.
Dude, Black Ops 3 Zombies, dude. Origins, dog.
Origins,
yes. Dog. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with it, especially with the Easter egg.
Dude, yeah.
Easter egg, bro.
Yeah, dude, we got to the point where we were getting that pretty good.
No, 100%.
We were pretty good at
I was still learning myself, but whenever I was with you and Aaron, dude, all I had to do was train the zombie, and y'all done all the freaking hard work.
Yeah,
so.
dude, we had printed cheat sheets, just like every other American does. Whenever they're trying to
still
do
has. Yeah, I remember.
I know he still has.
Yeah, I remember y'all talking about that on the other episode. Yeah,
on the pod. Yeah, yeah. He was or we really like he was balls to the wall.
No, he
like,
was.
He really was.
No,
he would like he had it all printed out already, and then after a while, I finally just learned it, but I never had it printed. I had it pulled up on my phone, but this dude literally had printed
But we all know how Aaron is, so whenever he gets dedicated to something, he full sends.
He's full sends. He's a full send kind of guy. Yeah, I'm going up there here after a while.
Are you?
Yeah, me and the old wifey and the children. Yeah, we're gonna go up there, I guess, after a little bit. Be good to see him.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, dude, so you're just playing like Minecraft and stuff. I really I really wouldn't mind to get back on Xbox, but it's like you said, like it's not so much that I'm busy.
Yeah.
It's just more of like
you ain't got the drive.
I don't have the drive to really like get on and like hang out, whatever. Like I just don't have it in me. I'm just like hanging out. Especially now, you guys are on PC. Like I guess I have to be on Discord now.
Not necessarily, no. Yeah. No, we can join Xbox parties from our PC. I do it all the time.
Oh, yeah. I remember you used to. See, I've not been on since Aaron got his PC.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I've not been on in a few months.
Yeah.
I know I haven't turned it on to play a game at least since I've been working this new job.
Yeah, no, last time we played, I think we played Siege. Last time me and you and Aaron played.
Oh yeah, 100%. Which I was actually starting to really like Siege.
No, Siege you were starting to get good at Siege, bro.
There's so much to know.
It is.
With Siege.
It is a technical game.
Like, dude, that whole thing with the nitros or whatever, I never knew that's the reason they weren't working, because people would literally hear it go, and they would run out of there.
Yep.
And then once Tevin ran me through like for
the sound
30 or 40 minutes of just like the sound cues and stuff, different stuff. I feel like it really did help me. Again, you have to reps helps a lot, doing it a lot. And I just was one of those guys like I'll get on for an hour, an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it's really not enough.
No.
You got to play that game.
You got to play
some of these games. You got to play.
Yeah.
So, but you were really good at Siege. You were slapping it out.
I appreciate that, man. Nowadays, I ain't played it in a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of trash. But I know if I get back into it, I can get back to that, man. Especially with how long I've been playing. I ain't been playing it as long as somebody like Tev.
Tev's played a while, right?
Tev's been playing for years, since like it first came out.
Yeah.
But, I'm not the best, but I can hold my own weight, though. I can hold my own weight. And I'm not going to say I'm a pro or something like that, but I'm your average player. I just enjoy playing it and stuff. And if we get a little competitive, I still like it. That's nothing. I like competitive games. Like Apex, Call of Duty stuff. I love ranked.
Man, I never was. Oh, you're a ranked player.
I love
son of
ranked.
A gun. You like playing ranked. With Apex, I never really. Whenever it first came out, I was like, "This is dope."
Yeah,
because the damage felt right. Whenever it first came out, the damage was good. You could see it was like everything was in line. The movement, bro. Apex changed movement.
No, movement changed Apex forever, because now look at Call of Duty with slide canceling and
I was about to say that, dude. Like, what do they call it? Whenever you like pop in between windows or whatever, they call it windows something like
window hopping.
Window hopping. Like whenever you just straight, like you come through a doorway, you see somebody, you act like you're turning around, and then you pop back through the doorway and jump slide through the doorway. Apex did that.
They did.
That was Apex for everybody. If you play Call of Duty now and you're a really movement driven person, and all you ever got that from was watching somebody else play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Somewhere up the line, they got that from Apex. Apex changed the game with movement.
No, 100% they did. 100%. Fortnite also changed it too. Like you and Aaron were talking about last podcast.
As far as moving around the map.
But
I'm talking about strict
movement.
Like movement. Like I'm talking the twitchiness of it all.
Yeah.
Moving back and forth.
The jump slides and stuff like that.
Yeah, everything like that where you're window hopping and that is Apex.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Now with movement throughout a map, that's Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fortnite. Listen.
Thank you, Fortnite.
Thank you, Fortnite. for absolutely giving me some of the best years of my life.
Son, the best, We had a ball, man.
Dude, I've never had more fun playing a game than whenever we played Fortnite.
Yes.
Ever. Never on any other game.
No. And that's from stuff like, like I was saying, Halo Reach, Call of Duty and stuff like that. Fortnite is what really set the bar high for us. When it came to gaming.
Well, another thing that Fortnite did is it made you it changed the competitive space.
It 100% did.
You had the world class level people that were really good at like Modern Warfare or whatever, or like Call of Duty. I mean,
yeah.
But as far as everybody as a whole realizing that this is competitive, like we're trying to get this win because, and I think it's the battle royale aspect of it because. Me and my 3 teammates have to go win this match against, 25 other teams.
Yeah.
Like we have to go, it's one team versus 24 other teams.
Yep.
And the winner wins, gets a notch in the win column. Every single other 24 teams. Just like, especially if you make it to the very end and you die.
The end game.
If you had 24 minutes into a game and you lose, heartbreaking.
Yeah, no, 100% heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, dude. Like that's what really set the bar high for me.
Yeah,
is when that came out, man. Because
what do you mean, like as far as being good at trying to actually be really good at a game?
Trying to be good, trying to know everything about the game and stuff like that, knowing what to do, knowing how to do it, knowing how to rotate and
the
stuff.
Strategic aspect of it.
The strategic aspect of the game is what really set it high for me, man. And then, once Apex came out, right there it changed it completely. Like you were talking about with the movement and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And then
when I think of Apex, I think of movement, and I hope that everybody realizes that game changed movement.
No,
forever.
they did. Because if you got on there today, you see people slide canceling back and forth, and everything like that. And it's mainly on PC, too. Not going to lie. Some console players who's on controller, or if you're on PC and you're playing controller, you can do it if you have paddles. But if you're like a normal gamer like me who ain't got the paddles or whatever, ain't no shot. So.
Yeah, I really like the scuff remotes and stuff.
Yeah.
That way you could really... You can, especially like with Fortnite. Once I got paddles, it took a minute, to figure it out. How are you with the keyboard? Do you play remote or do you play keyboard?
I play keyboard. Only game I play controller is Apex. Yeah. That's the only thing, because where there's so many keys you have to press for like your ult, tactical, and looting, and then grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like my mind can't keep up with it. Yeah. My mind can't, because I'm fat fingering everything.
Oh yeah, just hitting buttons you're not supposed to.
Yeah, but besides that,
plus goes back to the movement thing.
Yeah,
you got to be quick.
Yeah, no, you do.
Apex, you got to move.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah,
because if you get stuck, Apex is a game like if you get stuck in a bad spot,
you're done for.
You're over. If you're going up a hill, you just have to pray that that you're not going to get pinched between two teams.
You better hope to God there's not a bod wraith sitting right up top.
Exactly. You're done.
Yeah.
Over.
Done for, man. Mm-hmm. But like outside of Apex, I'm master key on everything.
Yeah.
Minecraft, Siege, Call of Duty, and stuff like that.
I bet Siege is nasty.
Dude, Siege is, dude.
I bet it's nasty.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I feel like I was better on master key on Siege than I was controller.
I would believe that, because movement isn't such a big deal on Siege, because it's a slow game.
It is
like it's slow.
It's
like
more
when you
of
run,
your shot placement.
When you run, you're like
yeah,
barely moving. You know?
Yeah, but Siege is more of a tactical thinking game.
Yes,
and it has more to do with your map knowledge, operator knowledge, and gun knowledge.
Dude, that's literally Siege. If you had to describe what Siege is, how to be good at it, those are the 3.
No, those are the main 3.
Yeah.
Because just like you, do you remember when you first started playing that, you didn't know nothing. Didn't know what operator done what. Didn't know where to go on the map. Didn't know where the OBJ was.
Yeah.
And
fortunately enough, on Siege, even if you don't understand map knowledge or operator knowledge, this is another here. I just thought of this. This is a good thing about Siege. If you were really, really good at any one of those 3 things, you can be not great, but
No.
you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You won't destroy your team. If
No.
you have really good shots,
Mhm.
that goes into gun knowledge.
Yep.
But you don't understand the map, or you don't understand your operator. If you have a teammate to tell you, hey, this is where you're at, this is what you're doing, just check it out, and you hit that headshot,
Done. Instant.
Headshots are instant.
Yeah.
How a game should be.
Exactly.
Because it reminds me of Halo.
Right.
Back in the day with a DMR.
Yeah.
You hit a headshot, over.
Yep, or a sniper. It doesn't matter, bro.
Over. All right. And then another thing, if you have really good map knowledge, but you don't understand your operator all that well, and you don't have great shots, if you understand map knowledge and the way everybody's going to be moving, you can put yourself, no matter if you use your operator's abilities or not, you can put yourself in a good enough situation to be able to win that. Whether it be just like a, like a peak or whatever they call that, skinny peaks.
Yep, a peak.
Yeah, okay.
Pixel peak.
Yeah, dude. Dude, Tevin is ignorant.
Dude, he's insane with them pixels, man. Honest to God. And
if you're good with your operator knowledge, but you don't get the map, and you're not that good with your guns or whatever, if you know your abilities and stuff, you can still make it really hard on people.
No, you can still hold down OBJ.
Yes.
And if you know what your operator does, you know how to use it correctly and stuff, you can hold down OBJ. You ain't got to have map knowledge. You ain't got to have gun skills. If you know how to play your operator right, you can win a game solely on holding down OBJ. Or you can,
at the very least, contribute to the team a lot. If you're really good with your operator, you can really contribute to your team.
Yeah.
Really. So really, if you're good at one of those three things, which is honestly that's why I like the game so much.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's really hard. Because some people are really good at all three of those things.
Yep.
Aaron and Tevin are really good at all three of those things. They've got it down.
They do. 100%.
Connor.
Connor.
Yeah,
God.
Justin's little brother.
God, don't get me started on him, man.
He's a freak.
He's a freak. 110% he is.
Yeah.
But also about Connor, see, that's what I was going to bring up. That's what makes that game so competitive, man.
Yeah.
That's why you got people like Bolo, Jinxie, and Sketch and stuff like that. Well, not really Sketch, but like people like Bolo and Jinxie, man. Like, they take that game serious. That is why it's one of the main esports games
right now.
That is right now.
Because
that's
they brought it back.
Exactly.
I really contribute a lot of that to Jinxie.
No, 100%.
Because he makes these hilarious clips.
Dude, the clips and his reactions.
He's so cringy.
He's cringy, but it's funny.
It's funny, and you can really tell that this, like, whenever he's like, I've been that's what 20-something years completely absent, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not having a girlfriend ever, never having kids. He was like, this is what this gets you. And he goes hard.
No, dude, he literally has all three aspects: the gun skills, map knowledge, and operator. Dude, like, if you've ever watched his videos, he'll hear one sound cue and he'll instantly know what it is.
Know the operator.
Yeah.
He'll know the operator.
Yeah. But also the sound cues, because there's a sound cue when you get on your phone to check cams or get on your drone. There's a sound cue. You can barely hear it unless you've actually trained your ears to know what sound cues are which.
Yeah.
So
that game's hard, man.
It's hard.
But it's also like we said, like with those three things, if you're good at one of them, you can contribute. You absolutely can. And it's one of the first games, or one of the only games, I should say, that if you're really good at one aspect of the game, you can at the very least hang in there with your buddies.
You can.
You can have a good time.
Yep. And that's another thing. Like, it's competitive. But yeah, how many times do we do stupid stuff on there just to goof off and have fun?
Messing around. Fucking around. Boys being boys.
Pistols only.
Shotguns
only.
Boys were running recruit.
Right.
You know,
yep.
We're running recruit.
You see one random run recruit, you are running recruit.
Everybody's running recruit.
You don't let him stand by himself.
Yep. Because we're Americans.
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah, man, I really I miss gaming, dude. It's fun, but goes back to this. It's not that I don't have time, because I do have a little bit of time. It's just that, man, I just don't really have the.
You ain't got the drive like you used to.
Nah, ain't got it. So, I have a question. Did you work yesterday?
I did not.
You did not?
No.
Been watching WrestleMania?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watched it last night.
Yeah, tell me a little bit, dude. So wait, hold on. I seen something on. I don't know. I've not looked into it.
Okay.
But is it a 2-day event now?
Yes. I hate that.
You hate it?
Absolutely hate it, man.
Why?
Because growing up, every pay-per-view was on Sunday.
It's their Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Yeah.
And, you know, growing up, it was always on Sunday. Started at 8, ended at 11 or 12. Mm-hmm. And
toss me that water if you don't care.
Now, with it being a 2-day event, you know, especially with my work schedule, where I'm starting back my 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. schedule Monday, I won't get to go up to my brother's like I did last night and sit and watch the whole thing. I got to be in the bed by 9 o'clock. So I only get to be able to watch an hour of it before I got to go to bed. Tonight, yes.
What time does it start?
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, honest to God, last night, it was all right. It wasn't the best.
The Rock wrestled, right?
The Rock and Roman Reigns.
What do you think about that? The Rock coming back. Didn't he come back like 2 weeks ago or something? Was like, I'm going to WrestleMania.
He's been back for probably about a month now.
Yeah.
After Vince McMahon stepped down as
dude.
chairman.
Let's get into that in a minute. We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll get there in a minute because you are an avid WWE fan.
Yes.
A freak.
Yes.
Some would say.
I know a lot.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
I know a lot.
Going.
But after Vince McMahon stepped down as chairman, you know, especially with UFC and wrestling combining into TKO, or whatever that's called, somebody had to step up to be chairman. Or basically, so they put The Rock as the headboard of the whole thing. And
he was the poster?
Basically, yes.
But hold on, but he wrestled on the first night?
Not the first night. You talking about last night?
Yeah, didn't he wrestle on night 1?
Yes, he wrestled last night.
But he was the main event, I guess?
Yeah.
Of night 1.
Yes, of night 1.
Okay.
Yes.
Who's the main event of night 2?
Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
So they're wrestling back-to-back in WrestleMania?
Yes.
I really don't like that.
Right?
I really don't like that at
that's
all.
What I don't
it takes
like
the
about
spectacle out.
It takes the anticipation. It takes basically the moment out of what you're going to get.
Dude, that's a really good way to put it. It takes away the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The moment.
Yep. Because you got to think, growing up, especially if any of y'all watched wrestling growing up, you would know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, like I was saying, back then WrestleMania was one night a year.
Yeah.
And
Super Bowl.
That's what you look forward to the whole year is the matches and the moments that is going to come from that.
And things that have built over the last, maybe not the whole year, but 6 months.
The rivalries that there has been
things built.
Yep.
Up to this point that's why I kind of was curious about how you felt about The Rock, because he just came back like a month ago. Like, what was even the input there? How did he even get involved?
He basically got involved because The Rock and Roman Reigns are cousins. Yeah. Because, you know, they're both Samoan.
Are they actually cousins or is it WWE cousins?
They're cousins in real life. Okay, yes. Good. The Rock's grandfather and Roman Reigns' grandfather were brothers.
Okay.
From my knowledge.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Second cousins, I guess. They're immediate family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you know, and especially right now in the WWE storyline, you know, Roman Reigns has the bloodline. You know, he's the head of the table. And then you got his two cousins.
The Usos?
Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa. Or no, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa.
Are they not both Usos?
They are, but in real life, outside of WWE, they are. Jay, Jimmy, and Solo are all brothers. Jimmy and Jay are the twins.
Those were the Uso twins.
Yes, those were the
that
Uso
was
twins.
The tag team.
Yes.
Okay, so this is, I don't know who this Solo Sikoa is.
Solo Sikoa is Jimmy and Jay's real life younger brother, who came into the picture probably about half a year ago, after he got done with NXT.
Okay.
Because where they started this whole bloodline storyline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this was a slow build.
Yes. So Jimmy, Jay, and Solo are first cousins to Roman Reigns.
Okay.
So, you know, like I was saying, you know, how their family has a big part in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
They just went ahead and threw with Roman and started calling themselves the Bloodline.
Okay.
Well, Jay opted out and was like, I'm done with this. And then last night, Jimmy and Jay had a match at WrestleMania, brother versus brother.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It was cool, but the match was
Was not a good match.
Highly anticipated more than what it should have been.
Okay.
It was literally just super kick here, super kick there, and that's all they really done.
Yeah.
You know.
Bunch of fumbling around.
Yeah, basically a bunch of fumbling around, not really nothing crazy happening like it should have.
Yeah.
You know. I know you grew up watching wrestling and stuff.
Bro, it was going down on WrestleMania.
Yes.
Those matches.
Yes.
Bro, those Undertaker matches?
Oh, dude, the streak.
The streak,
man.
Bro. Okay. All right. We've got a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Before we get into Vince McMahon, because that's important,
yes.
and I need your call on this because I don't fully understand it, and I'm sure you've done some research and actually looked into it. What the hell happened with my beloved Vince McMahon? Who's the man? Yeah. Bad noodle, but that's not important.
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. What do you think about ending that streak?
Dude, they shouldn't have ended it like that. They shouldn't have let Brock Lesnar end the streak. Because they was trying to make Brock Lesnar the poster boy of wrestling since John Cena had opted out. He started doing his own thing, Hollywood and stuff like The Rock did. Yeah. So they needed a new baby face. Or not a baby face, but a new face of the industry. Yeah. So,
but he would have been the face anyway if he didn't end the streak. I just feel like the thing with the streak was, it was the spectacle of this is the Undertaker.
He's untouchable.
He does not lose at WrestleMania. No, he does not.
No, he has ended people's careers over this
multiple,
bro. Like. First one comes to my mind, Shawn Michaels.
Dude, of course.
Shawn Michaels.
Of course. What better way to take these absolute... Because this is the idea of The Undertaker with the WrestleMania thing. Yes. What better way to end one of the all-time greats' careers, all these guys, whoever he took. I mean, he took multiple, right? Yep. What better way to end that than with the Taker of Souls? Right. That's the best way to do it. Yep. And they should have just not bothered that.
No. And once again, back to what we was talking about them, you know, the build up to the matches at WrestleMania. Dude, back then the build ups to it used to be amazing. Like you would be on the edge of your seat like a little kid, like this right here, looking at the TV. Freaking out, man. And It's just not like that no more, man. It's not. Like, it's all right. It's good. I can sit down and watch it. But I'm not up on my seat like I used to be, man. Yeah. You know, and that's what's really changed for me. I still watch it here and there. Every pay-per-view comes on, I try to watch it. Yeah. I just don't get into it as much as I used to, you know, because they've changed so much about it that I loved and stuff. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And it's not more of the newcomers coming in and my favorite wrestlers leaving, not wrestling again, you know, like Edge, Undertaker, Triple H and stuff.
It's the product.
It's the product itself. It's the storyline and it's the characters that they're bringing in. Not so the wrestlers, but the characters that they're giving them and the gimmicks. It just does not make sense, you know.
It's just kind of phony. It's like there's a fake to it. Because like, yes, wrestling is a predetermined outcome. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, we've known this for all our lives. We know wrestling.
Everybody has known that for forever.
But it is called World Wrestling Entertainment. Yeah. That's what they're doing that whole for, is entertain everybody. Yeah. We know it's not real, something like football or, you know, the Olympics, stuff like that. But they're still literally putting their bodies on the line. There's literally been people who died in the ring.
I think I said this on the podcast, with Aaron. When Jeff Hardy climbed up 20 feet onto a ladder to the very top, dude, and then jumps off onto the announcer's table.
Yes, on CM Punk.
Yeah. Yes. When he does that. Yes. That hurts.
No, 100%. There's no faking that.
That's not fake. Gravity didn't just say, "Hey, this match is fake. We're not going to let it actually bother them." You know, sure, the table's supposed to break away, and it does.
Yep, and the ladder's literally made out of wood, just spray painted with silver paint.
Exactly. Like, just because that's the case doesn't mean that doesn't suck.
No, it does.
That sucks.
And you can take it from me, who literally wrestled on a trampoline growing up.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Hell yeah.
Who was literally put through a wooden table growing up. Who literally jumped off actual ladders growing up. Yeah. We took that to a whole new extreme, bro. And this another thing about it being fake, stuff like ECW.
Oh my God.
Extreme Championship wrestling.
Yeah, dude. They went hard.
They took that to a whole new... They're the whole reason why TLC was a thing. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, dude.
They're the whole reason why they had to censor blood off of television and stuff, because they took it to a whole new extreme, man.
They got fucked up.
They did.
Bad.
Sandman, Sabu, the Dudley Boys, Tommy Dreamer.
I was about to say, what's the main dude? Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer. Tommy freaking Dreamer, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to that. Like, we know it's fake. We've known it all our lives. It's literally the same thing as you watching something like Grey's Anatomy or something like that.
It's just a show now.
It's just a show, and we know what's going to happen, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of fact of, we just like it. It's entertainment. Literally, we're wrestling entertainment. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And they're literally risking their bodies and lives every single day.
Yeah, they'd get touched up. Bad.
Yes. Just like Jeff Hardy. That's why Jeff Hardy's my favorite, man. The stunts and the daredevilness that he took.
Yeah, dude.
Made me... I remember my first match was him versus Randy Orton back in 2006, whenever he literally climbed up on the Titantron. Swanton bomb.
Yes, dude.
20 foot, 25, 30 foot.
Whatever
from
it
the
was.
Air, on to Randy Orton, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that was my first glimpse into wrestling. I'm like...
Yeah, dude. And another thing was like, for me, whenever I was growing up, all these groups that you had, like, it was just a better product.
It
was. Like Evolution.
Yes,
D-Generation
bro.
X coming back.
Yes.
The one thing that does suck is, like, I'm not old enough to be able to remember or watched like the Attitude Era, like Stone Cold, The Rock, whenever he was actually full in it.
Yeah.
Mankind, all those guys. But they had a different kind of thing. Like, it was like it wasn't so much as like a fuck you kind of a thing.
PG era.
Sure, it was PG, but it was also like, these guys were badasses.
Yeah.
They were what was left. Like Evolution specifically, like they went hard. Whenever Batista would just pick dudes up and throw them off the stage.
Yes.
You know, the Batista versus Rey Mysterio.
Oh god, that was a good match.
All these different storylines and stuff, story arcs. John Cena
versus Randy Orton, bro.
Yeah,
that
like
right there.
All those different story arcs. It just the quality.
And the storytelling
behind it and the deep intricacies of all of it. It was just a great deal.
It was so much better.
Yeah, I really liked it. But, all right, so now we've talked about wrestling a little bit.
Yep.
What the hell has happened with Vince McMahon?
God, dude. There's... All right, so...
And let's just not speak in fact.
Yes.
Because we don't know.
No.
Let's say all of this is alleged.
Yes.
Allegedly.
This is allegedly because, once again... I'm basically an advocate of watching wrestling. I know just about anything about it and everything. Yeah. So when the Jeffrey Epstein documents came out, that had names of the people who visited.
Was Vince on that?
Vince's name was apparently on one of them. Supposedly,
allegedly,
yes, and so was apparently Brock Lesnar's.
Really?
Allegedly, yes, allegedly. And so, with that being said, and him being a billionaire, just to say that, you know, with all of these other names being on there, and then Vince, with the industry that his father built, literally from the ground up, and then him taking over after.
But Vince did it though.
No, Vince
did it. His dad made the industry.
Yes.
Vince is wrestling.
Yes, Vince when you think of wrestling, you think of Vince.
It's Vince
freaking McMahon.
Yeah, dude.
And with, you know, him having all of this, I think he opted out to settle this dispute and these alleged. Yes. These allegations.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah. Big word for me to use, ain't it?
Yeah, big one. That's a big one.
But allegations against him, nobody's heard nothing about it ever since he stepped down.
Yeah.
That's the last time anything's been brought up about it. Anybody's talked about it on
I've not heard anything
news.
As like after he stepped down, it was literally like at the end of that week it was over. Nobody talked about it anymore.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't know the whole story behind it. But, you know, I'm not saying he didn't, But I'm not saying that he did as well.
Have you seen like some of the stuff that is being alleged or whatever? I've seen like something to do with like I remember there was this one thing I saw that she said that he shit on her head.
Oh yeah. Like this girl, like some woman that used to work for him, like spoke up about
he
how
would pimp her out or whatever.
He would pimp her out and let wrestlers hit it and stuff like that. Like people like once again Brock Lesnar and stuff.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, allegedly, and everything. So like, sorry.
You're
so
good.
like, that's why he opted out, because with how big the industry is and stuff, and if everybody knew that he was still running that, especially with these allegations against him, think of how much the industry would go down. It would literally bankrupt because of the allegations against him, against Brock Lesnar and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So that's why The Rock stepped up. Well, not even The Rock. That's why Triple H. Triple H is now the chairman of wrestling.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is in the good hands. Triple H has been in this industry since the 1980s.
Well, dude, what I really like about that whole deal is like him and what's her name are actually married. Stephanie.
They are actually married. Yes.
They're actually real life married.
Yes.
Triple H is one of the best. Best is hard whenever it's something that's predetermined. The greatest.
Yes.
One of the greatest as far as spectacle, in-ring action.
He's on the Mount Rushmore for me.
He's Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
He's on
the Mount Rushmore.
Of what I'll give you mine, and then you can give me yours.
Mm-hmm.
These are my Mount Rushmore people.
Yeah.
Taker's up there.
100%. 100%.
Stone Cold's up there.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
And Triple H. Those are my four.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my four. Now, I have watched all four of those people.
Yep.
I've seen a lot about all four of those people.
Yep.
Can't really speak much about people that were weighing like Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a fifth, you're probably putting Ric Flair up there on 5. So what do you think? Is that pretty much yours, or you got somebody else?
I would say mine's definitely Taker.
Yep.
Definitely, because he's
Has
the one. Has to be.
Has to be.
He's literally one of the most famous wrestlers.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Really?
John Cena would have to be up there for me.
Really? I will tell you, I'm a huge John Cena fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, huge. And I always hated that people didn't like him.
Yeah.
All he was ever doing was preaching positivity.
Exactly.
That's it.
And that's why he literally holds a world record for the most wish grants.
John Cena's the man.
He's the man. He's the GOAT.
John Cena's the man.
You can ask, and you can do your research about from the movies that he's done and like his cast members. They would literally sit down and tell you this is one of the greatest guys I've ever casted a movie with.
Yeah. He's just a great guy.
He is. So it would be Undertaker, John Cena, Triple H, and excuse me.
You're right.
And I would have to say Shawn Michaels as well.
So you got John Cena, Triple H, Taker, Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because mainly Shawn, because you know what NXT is, right?
Yeah.
All right. When that first came out,
that's where everybody.
That's where the rookies.
That's where everything,
yes.
There for the longest time. That's where everybody, like, what's that one dude that had he was the British guy, had the rose on his arm.
Oh, Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett.
Yes.
That's where he come from with all their, misfits.
The Nexus.
That's it.
Yeah.
This Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens came from there. Sami Zayn and stuff like that.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yes, because that's the training grounds. That is where you get your step and your first push. If they like you, you're going places. But like when NXT first came out and Shawn Michaels' career ended, Shawn Michaels was one of the main guys that helped start that up and helped push it to where it is today. Shawn Michaels is basically the chairman of NXT, like Triple H is over the whole industry right now.
Yeah.
And
it's in good hands.
Yes, it is in great hands.
Yeah, because would you want it to just be like some guy who's been the CFO, like the chief financial officer?
Exactly.
Like you want it just to be some dude that's been in a suit that's just like, well, we're going to try to make money or whatever?
Exactly.
Or do you want it to be,
somebody who has experience.
Somebody who has seen 3 different generations of the sport.
Yeah.
Because he was in the Attitude Era.
Yep.
That's when he started.
Mm-hmm.
He was in our era, like the aughts through the mid-teens.
And then even before the Attitude. And
he was technically there before, but I'm saying like he was a huge part of the Attitude Era with D-Generation X.
Yes.
And then he was in the aughts. That's whenever he was the King of Kings.
Yeah.
He was the game.
Yeah.
And then now, like, with this era, the New Age or whatever they're calling this era now, he's been in a huge part of 3 different eras.
He has.
And he ran the game era. Like he ran it.
He did.
He was the man.
He was. That's why they call him the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, dude. You're talking about Shawn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. WrestleMania, the showstopper and stuff like that.
I was talking about Triple H. I'm sorry. I got mixed up.
Oh, no. I was talking about Shawn Michaels.
Well, Shawn Michaels was definitely the man.
Yes.
Yeah,
but no, Triple H has put his spot in wrestling. He has,
because I think Triple H has been even more relevant for for those 3 eras. He was even more relevant.
Because, he was,
because when Shawn Michaels went out, that's like a little bit after that is when this new era kind of started, and Shawn Michaels wasn't a part of that.
No, he wasn't.
Triple H has been.
He was
for the whole time.
Even part of the storylines, he's been a part of it.
Yeah, he's been part of everything.
Yeah. Also, shout out to all the ones growing up who got in trouble for doing the DX chop, man.
Every
single one of us, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we went hard on DX chop. DX chop was nice.
No, DX chop was nice. That was the biggest disrespect you could have gave anybody growing up, man.
Yeah. So, are you gonna try to watch WrestleMania tonight?
I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to watch it and stuff, and stay up as long as I can. Because, like I said, tomorrow I gotta be up at 3:00 in the morning and head to work at 4:00. So I'm gonna try. If not, then whenever I get home, I'll just watch whatever happened. I don't plan on checking my phone or nothing on Instagram or Facebook about what happened.
Oh, you're just. I don't want to
know. I don't want to know anybody that's won. If I see something, I'm just gonna scroll past.
So what all happened last night that you were about? I seen Rey Mysterio won.
Rey Mysterio and Andrade's won their match against
Dragon Lee. Who the hell is?
Against his son, Dominic Mysterio, and Escobar. And
what is the 6-pack? I'm looking at it right now. What was the 6-pack ladder match?
Oh, that was Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth versus
Awesome Truth,
the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, Austin Theory and this other guy, I can't think of his name, and then this other team that's like new and stuff like that. DIY? Yeah, also DIY, yes. Dude, funniest thing is that DIY's entrance, they're calling them the Now DX.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they literally came out, because you remember whenever DX used to come on, the pyro used to have the X and the D that comes across the screen. DIY literally has something like that, but instead of saying DX, it had DIY.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
And, not gonna lie, that match was really good. It was.
I like ladder matches, man.
Dude. Once again, back to Jeff Hardy. He's the one that got my love for ladder matches, man, because the stunts that he used to do.
Who won with the Women's World Championship?
Rhea Ripley. Yeah. Rhea defended against Becky Lynch.
Bitch is bad.
Dude, she's a baddie.
Bad.
She's a baddie and
Becky Lynch is too.
Becky Lynch is too, yes.
But there's something about mommy.
There's something about mommy and that Australian accent, man. It's just it does something to me.
It just does something to you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's look at night 2. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Main event.
Bloodline
rules.
And that's for the universe. So what the hell is hold on. All right, I've got a good question for you.
Yes.
Because I've been out the game.
Yes.
Didn't they combine the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship into the same belt?
Yes.
And what was that?
They called it the Undisputed WWE Championship.
Okay, but this one, all right.
The Universal was a new one that they brought in because the Undisputed Championship got took to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And that's where Roman Reigns resigned at the time.
Yeah.
And so Raw was like, we need a title for ourselves since we combined the World Heavyweight and the WWE into one.
The WWE title was always at Raw.
Always at Raw.
And the World Heavyweight Championship was always at SmackDown.
Because somebody
do they still have it separate? Like, two different rosters? Like, do they?
Yes,
or is it kind of combined?
It's still separate, but they also combine it. It's kind of
I don't like that, man. I like Raw. Dude, it was Raw versus SmackDown.
Was the best.
That was the best. You had John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, or whoever else, and all those other guys on Raw. Yep. And then you had Batista.
The Big Show.
Rey Mysterio. Undertaker. Rey Mysterio.
Edge.
All these guys on SmackDown. It was just so nice.
Yes.
And you know why why that's nice to us. It's like, that goes back to like thousands of years ago. That's fucking tribalism.
Exactly.
Because you want to have a team. That's why everybody likes... I like the Patriots. You like the whoever's.
Yeah.
It's tribalism.
Exactly.
You like a team.
Exactly.
And it was cool whenever they had it like
and the
Raw
controversy that would come from that, man.
Yeah, dude. And then sometimes like if you got a Raw guy, like if John Cena showed up on SmackDown because I'm the WWE,
someone's going down.
I'm the WWE champion. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
It was the greatest.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And then you had stuff like the draft, to where people would get drafted from SmackDown to Raw or Raw to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, when they done that, you would be shocked at who would get drafted, man.
Yeah, dude.
And, like, even the wrestlers back, like, they came out and said that the wrestlers, when they done the draft, like, they didn't know themselves. They did not know. Yeah. This was, like, when they got picked, that was a surprise to them as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool, then, if they actually did it like that. All right. So, the Universal Championship, and then now they have the World Heavyweight Championship.
That is...
So, they've decided to do away with the unified belt then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, they've done away with that.
That's Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Man, you're nailing it. The Women's World Championship, WWE went... What was the other one? There's a WWE Women's World Championship and then just a Women's World Championship?
I guess so. I don't really keep up with the women. No offense to nobody. I don't keep up with the women.
Hey, get them.
I didn't do it.
Get them.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That is Bayley versus some Japanese woman. I can never think of her name.
Io Sky?
Yes.
Io Sky? Whatever.
Io Skies, yes.
Anyway, and then, all right, dude, here's another good question.
Okay.
Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Randy Orton.
And Logan Paul. For the
what do you
United
think
States.
of Logan Paul?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. He's a good wrestler.
Is he really?
He is.
I've not watched him.
Dude, he's more than I expected.
Yeah.
More than I expected.
Well, dude, let me tell you something. He was like a really good wrestler in Ohio. And Ohio, like, I'm talking amateur wrestling, like what I did in high school. He was a really good Ohio wrestler.
I didn't know that.
And Ohio is, just so you know, is like a really good state for wrestling. Really good. They're not Pennsylvania or California or Florida. Yeah. But Ohio is up there. They're also, really, really good wrestlers.
Also, I don't know if you know this, but also in Ohio is where OVW is. Ohio Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling. That's where people like John Cena, the Batista, Edge, or that's where
like
they got their first push.
Like a semi-pro.
That's where they got their first push in wrestling as well. So, you know.
Okay.
But I didn't know that about Logan Paul.
But Logan Paul. So I always kind of seem like he's a freak of an athlete, and he's got the resources to actually like take time to go do this. He's an animal, absolute freak of a person. He's gonna be a billionaire if he's not already. Yeah. He does not need to wrestle. Not. He's got Prime. He's got
the podcast. You know, he's got his merch.
Got his merch. Dude is probably pushing like $1 billion.
No,
if he's not already there.
If he's not already yet.
He doesn't need to wrestle.
This is something that he
speaks a lot to who he is.
Yes.
Speaks a lot to the kind of drive that guy has.
Yes.
But man, I tell you, I'm not surprised that he's good. Dude, I've seen clips, you know, him like jumping.
Him and Ricochet jumping from the inside the ring and hitting right in the middle.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool.
Dude, that was insane. Like, I could feel the pain whenever they collided, man.
Yeah, dude.
And that's what really set the tone for him there, bro. Like, for him to be a newcomer and for him to be able to pull stunts like that, especially the high-fly moves with him being so lanky and stuff. Yeah. Dude, he surprised me. Yeah. He surprised me 100%.
He's a hell of an athlete.
He is. 100% he is. And he's been doing good in wrestling. The push that he's been getting, he deserves it.
Yeah.
And to be in the match at
and
WrestleMania,
it's good for the WWE to have somebody like that.
Exactly. For somebody for an influencer, because that's what he was. He was an influencer, basically.
Well, that's just like his brother Jake.
Exactly. Jake.
People like to talk bad on Jake just because he was like a YouTuber or whatever. Let me tell you something right now. That dude has been training so hard for the last 4 or 5 years for everything. For the whole 4 or 5 years. He has been for real training.
If you can't take a picture from him probably about 6 years ago to what he is now to show how much work and dedication Jake's put into this.
Dude, he's a full-blown boxer. I don't care what anybody says. He may not be, and he doesn't have to be.
No.
A world championship level boxer.
No.
He doesn't have to be that. Not everybody can be that. You know how many people can be that? Like 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's like 4 people on the planet that can be. There might be 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of weight classes, a lot of different championships. Dude. But you understand. It's very few people. Very few people.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1/10 of 1/10 of 1% of people
and even
have the potential to be a world-class level boxer. I'm not saying he is or isn't that. He isn't right now. He might get there.
Might.
All he does is box.
I mean, he has a drive.
He definitely tries hard enough.
He does. He does.
But like people like to talk shit on these guys, on both of those guys, just because they were Viners, YouTubers, whatever. I remember them whenever they were on Vine.
I do too.
That's how I
knew them too.
Because I was like 11 years old, 12 years old, on Vine.
Yeah.
And watching these dudes do just ignorant stuff all the time.
Cringy stuff, man.
Yes.
And like now to look at where they're at today, I'm impressed.
Dude, 100%.
I'm impressed.
You couldn't have asked for a better life.
Exactly.
From just making goofy
especially
videos.
For two brothers like that.
Making goofy videos online.
And especially for Logan Paul, with the controversy that he had in Japan and stuff.
Oh, God.
And with him getting canceled from that and then for him coming back.
Well, that speaks, again, a lot to who he is. He just kept pushing.
He did.
And that's all you have to do. If people cancel you or whatever, unless they literally restrict you from doing anything.
Exactly.
Like I'm saying, if YouTube doesn't allow you on your platform anymore, X doesn't let you on there, Instagram TikTok doesn't let you on there. Unless these companies decide, like, we're not going to let you speak, you can just, if people just unfollow you, you can just keep going.
You can bring back. You can
pushing.
bring it back from that. You
can come back, man. But not everybody would. Not everybody could.
No.
But he just kept going and kept giving that quality kind of product, dude. I'm telling you, if I could meet those guys, I would literally hats off to you guys.
Yes. No. 100%.
And people like to say that they grew up, fortunate or something.
Yeah.
Like people were like, oh well, because they said one time we came from nothing or whatever.
Yeah.
And apparently they were pretty decently okay. You know what it's like. Like you see where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially people like us growing up around here the way we did and stuff.
Yeah, dude, you want to watch a movie, you got to drive 40 minutes down the road.
Exactly.
You or literally drive to another city.
Exactly. Or if you didn't have nothing like that, watch a VHS tape.
Yeah, dude. Like this is a lot of people come from nothing around here. That's nothing.
No.
I grew up fortunate as far as middle class family goes.
Yeah.
But as far as nothing, people have nothing.
Yeah.
And people were making fun of them or whatever, saying oh well that's not nothing. You had this and that or whatever, bro. If you take your family and let's say they made, I don't know what their parents did. I have no idea. But I remember this being a little bit of a controversy. If you take people that are making, few $100,000 a year, and you look up at 29 or whatever Logan Paul is, and you say, I have $1 billion.
Yeah. Basically.
You came from nothing.
Yeah. No, basically.
Compared to where you're at now, that's just as much close to nothing as you could have got.
It really is.
It's a little. You started a little ahead of the line, but I mean, you did it.
That's 100%. They did.
People like to take away from them.
They do.
Now with Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Does that mean that I think he's going to beat Mike Tyson? I don't know.
No.
Mike Tyson's scary.
He is.
He's a scary guy.
He's a scary guy. I don't want to fight him.
I don't want to fight that guy.
I'm good. He can keep that money.
Yeah, absolutely not. Have you seen him training?
Dude, I actually have. I actually seen a video of him training on Instagram the other day. Dude, he still has some punch.
Bro is
behind
60.
I know. He still has some power behind them punches, man. 100% he does.
Yeah, he's scary. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, maybe I'd fight him for 20 million or whatever he's fighting him for. I'd probably do that. But you know what I'm saying?
Dude, honestly, God, I don't know if I would or not for that amount of money.
I would. I'd get my ass whooped for a lot less, if I'm being honest. I would probably take a nap for a lot less.
I mean, considering all the stuff that I've done over the years for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like Joe was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
You know, I might. Who knows?
Yeah.
If the opportunity came.
Yeah, I'd get my ass whooped for a couple million.
Yeah, but for right now, I'm good.
For at this moment in time,
yeah, I'm good. I'm good with what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, man, I really appreciate you coming. I'll tell you before we go. I was talking to Cam, and he was like, he said we're gonna call it Squanch Pod, and I was like, yeah, dude, that's what we'll call it. We'll call it the Squanch Pod. And he was just like, he said the most special guest. And I was just like, nah, dude, I figured it out. We're going to call it Handy Squanched.
Oh, my God.
Like a handicap, but handy squanched.
That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, go ahead. Gosh. We're about to run out of time because I got to shut this off at an hour. Just go ahead, replug your Twitch, and then we'll get out of here.
Yes, sir. All right. If y'all, once again, if y'all like gaming and stuff like that, you want to come check out my channel, it is twitch.tv/SquanchSteadyRay. Go over there and see if you like it. If you do, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it a lot.
Yep. All right. Well, dude, I really appreciate you being here, man.
Anytime, man. It was more than a pleasure. I've had fun.
Dude, that's great. I didn't even think about talking about WWE today.
No, I didn't either.
It just so happened that WrestleMania is right now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but anyway.
Coincidence.
Yep. All right. Well, dude, I love you, man. Thanks for coming.
I love you too, dude. I appreciate it.